the College of Journalism and Communications at the University of Florida, this is the Reptile Report.
Welcome to WFT's Reptile Report. I'm Daniel Haviv.
And I'm Lauren Halpern. Thanks for joining us.
The University of Florida has its very own race car design team that builds a competition car from scratch every year. It all culminates in June in Brooklyn, Michigan, where the car is tested against other universities. Ethan Ibe has more on Gator Motorsports.
Gator Motorsports is a design team affiliated with the Formula Society of Automotive Engineers. Every year, 40-plus engineering students come together to build a car entirely from scratch, which competes against over 100 universities. The magic happens right behind me here at a place affectionately known as The Shop, right here on Gail Emron Drive.
Yeah, so I would say the mission of Gator Motorsports essentially is to basically build and teach young engineers how to problem solve firstly, meet deadlines, go through the whole entire design, manufacturing process, and actually testing process as well. That is very analogous to industry.
Joining Gator Motorsports has been a tremendous experience. It's a lot of work. We don't hide that at all. We're here basically every day from 6 p.m. to midnight. We're here on weekends. We're here on winter break. But what you get for that is you get practical experience. And companies really like practical experience.
Every June, GMS competes in the National Formula Competition in Brooklyn, Michigan, where the car's design and maneuverability is tested. In 2022, the group finished in third place. This past June, it was a battery pack issue that relegated them outside the top 20, and in 2024, Gator Motorsports will have something to prove.
From a team standpoint, I don't know how I would quantify the pressure that we put on ourselves, but we definitely make it known that we have to scrutinize our design processes more and just be more aware of what we're doing relative to SAE and in the competition as a whole.
I have to know that my people trust me to not do something wild and potentially ruin the season. So there's a lot of trust, not only our engineers are giving me, but I have to give them that they also built a well-engineered car that can survive. So yeah, there's definitely a weight on your shoulders. It's so scary, right? You have all these people watching you. You're in the car by yourself. There's no one around you, but you can see the people around you, and you know people are watching.
We all share a common goal to build this car and to make a car that can compete at a high level, and just being around like-minded individuals who strive to reach that same goal as well. That's what drives me.
For the Reptile Report, I'm Ethan Ibe.
Now we will head over to James Presley Stadium as Bryce Mitchell had the chance to talk to Chloe Hyde about her double life as a student athlete and photographer.
As a fifth-year student getting her master's at the University of Florida, Chloe Hyde is proving that athletes are more than their sport. And she has been running ever since she is 7 years old.
I just was really good from the start. I remember my first race I went to, I think I got second overall, so that was pretty cool.
Chloe tried many different sports from soccer to flag football, but always ended up back on the track. She started her UF track career in 2020.
I really liked just the aspect that it was just me. I could control the things I wanted to control.
Despite her love for running, she realized how many ups and downs the sport can have.
When I was in it, you a lot of times only see the really good and the really bad, but there was of course a lot in between. My last couple years were really up and down, which sucked looking back at it now, but it really did consume my life, but in a good way.
However, at the end of her sophomore year, Chloe had a career-altering injury that took her out of the sport. But that's when she found photography. Chloe has known she's always wanted to be in sports, and now without running, this was her way to stay involved.
I really liked the life I had here as a student athlete, and I was like, okay, well, how do I still live that life when I'm not actually living that life?
Chloe then became the first student athlete to work for the University Athletic Association, and while working there, she met some of her best friends, like fellow UAA photographer Gabby Whistler.
Seeing from where she started when I originally saw her work versus now, I think she's grown so much, and I do like her work a lot. She's very good about creating deeper connections, creating trust, getting people to open up and trust her and be excited.
I always like the idea of how comfortable can I make the person behind the camera, front of the camera, if I'm behind the camera, And to me, that was like my biggest thing. And I was like, if they know me on a mutual level, as in, okay, we're both student athletes, yeah, maybe they'll feel a little bit more comfortable when I'm pointing a camera at them. Or, you know, even if they just recognize my face, you know, sometimes it's nice to like see a familiar face in the crowd.
Despite not feeling like a role model, Chloe has already affected some of her athlete friends' mindsets.
I think it has opened some of my friends' eyes because they've seen how much like success and joy I've gotten from kind of like having that double life of like, oh, I can do this and have fun, but then also have the flip side of like being able to do all these other things.
After receiving her master's from the University of Florida, Chloe is excited to see what her future holds in sports and media. This is Bryce Mitchell for Reptile Report.
Coming up on Reptile Report, we take a look into the competitive world of UF's intramural sports.
Plus, Daniel Haviv takes us to the long-awaited opening of the Alachua Sports Complex.
Welcome back to Reptile Report.
Intramural flag football is taking off again this season. This year, the Pan-Hellenic chapter of Alpha Delta Pi looks to take its 6th championship in the Swamp, despite losing a handful of seniors last spring. I had the chance to sit down with the reigning champions of Alpha Delta Pi.
Registration for intramural sports is open for the fall term. The Pan-Hellenic chapter of Alpha Delta Pi looks to continue its successful reign in the sorority league. Maddie Swift, an active member of 80 Pi and Rec Sports, gives us a little bit more insight on what it means to play flag football for her chapter.
So 80 Pi flag football is like probably the top of our intramural sports. We play it every year. We have one for the past 5 years, and it's really cool because so many girls are a part of it, like whether it's for 1 year or like all 4. They are like, everyone just gets so excited about it. It means a lot to like this girls that are super sporty, and even the ones that don't want to play. Like whenever we get to a championship, everyone comes out and supports. They wear like cheerleading outfits, and they like put on this whole like extravagant display of like posters and stuff. So it's pretty cool, but it really gets like everybody involved and hyped up.
Emily Ewers, another proud member of 80 Pi's flag team, looks forward to the season despite losing a few standout players that graduated in the spring.
You know, something about 80 Pi is that, as we like to say about the Gators, we run pretty deep. You know, we've got some great backups and some great underclassmen coming in, so we're super excited to give everyone a shot to play. And we still have our quarterback, Miss Riley Bauer, who's a senior, so we'll see how we do.
The Gamma Iota chapter of Alpha Delta Pi looks forward to another successful year on the field, despite losing a handful of seniors and arguably a couple of the team's best players, Elise Kern and Lexi Ashby. According to Maddie Swift, there's no sugarcoating that.
So we lost some key players. There's no sugarcoating that throughout the years, but we lost 2 girls that really just stood out the whole time, Elise and Lexi. But they definitely helped keep us like together, keep us hyped up for it. They never missed a game, and they were just like so talented. So we will definitely miss them. For sure.
Both Maddie and Emily agree that 80 Pi's president and QB1 will lead the team to victory this year in the Swamp.
So I would say I'm also looking forward to the Swamp. You get to play if you get to the top 2 for the championship game, and that is just a surreal experience. So
80 Pi will compete in their first game of the season on Wednesday, October 11th against Alpha Omicron Pi at 7 p.m. This matchup marks the beginning of 80 Pi's launch to a 6th championship.
A one-of-a-kind sports facility has officially opened its doors to the Gainesville community. I had the opportunity to look into everything that it entails. There's a new hub for all things sports in Gainesville. The Alachua County Sports and Events Complex is the newest addition to Celebration Point. It entails an immense amount of space for numerous sports and can host tournaments, special events, and it houses local programs. The complex is designed to welcome in city residents and visitors who wish to participate in their respective sport.
Basically, this facility is a public-private partnership with Alachua County, State of Florida, Celebration Point, and Rad Sports. We basically are tasked to run events Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, create economic impact, and then the rest of the week, during the week, we run local programming.
This space is designed to incorporate all indoor sports and allow multiple games to go on at once.
We can do 18 volleyball courts, 10 basketball courts, 21 pickleball courts, and then like 18 mats for martial arts type stuff.
I'm here inside of the state-of-the-art Alachua County Sports and Events Complex, where the sheer amount of multi-purpose space for a variety of sports is endless. Sports aside, the economic motivation behind this facility was huge, and it greatly benefits the Gainesville community.
So the county recognized the fact that there was different parts of the year that we needed to create economic impact, and right now the trend in the country replacing retail are big box sports facilities. So the county recognizes the fact that through economic impact that their investment will come back through bed tax and that type of stuff. So again, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, we're running local events that are drawing international as well as national participation, and then it's a community asset during the week to do the local programming.
As time goes on, the complex will host bigger events that could reach the national level. It will play a huge part in putting the city on the map as a sports town. Reporting for Reptile Report, I'm Daniel Haviv.
Every year, Gainesville's Young Life Ministry hosts a golf tournament at Mark Bostic Golf Course in hopes of raising funds for their organization. Reptile Report's Madison Walker got the chance to attend this year's tournament, speak with some of the Young Life members and attendees.
Hi, I'm Maddie Walker, and I'm out here at Mark Bostic Golf Course, where Young Life is putting on their 4th annual golf tournament for golfers of all ages to come out here, enjoy the weather, enjoy the company, and play a couple rounds of golf.
This is one of our big fundraisers that we do every year. It's a great way to interact with the community, with the university. It's a beautiful course, and it's just a great day to be out here together.
Many University of Florida students volunteer to help put this tournament together with the help of the Young Life Board of Directors.
Spending time with good company and being with all the people who support you, I think is super important, but also just for the fun of it and watching people golf and really enjoy just the day as it goes by.
Just making friends with some of the people who are golfing here, and just we're going to be on the putting course, so just we get to take pictures of them, so that's exciting.
Well, the tournament was first recorded back in 1987. Just the past 4 years has the group been able to consistently bring the event to life, hosting over 90 golfers on average.
I was on the Young Life Committee back in the mid-'80s when we were getting Young Life started in Gainesville again, and had the idea to start the Young Life Golf Tournament back then. I think '87 was our first year. We had a traveling trophy with plaques on it for the winning team each year, but and there was a few years where we didn't have it, but I haven't been involved every year, but so that's a little of the history.
The event teed off at 12:30 and made for a unifying community event. For Reptile Report, I'm Madison Walker.
That's all for this episode of Reptile Report.
If you want to watch previous episodes of Reptile Report, you can follow us at Reptile Report TV.
I'm Daniel Haviv.
And I'm Lauren Halpern. Thanks for watching.